Hello there guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today I'm talking about how I made God the CEO of my business and what changes that made. And I tell you, it is the most liberating thing. All of you business owners out there and all of you people who are looking for success, trust me, try this, what I'm about to talk about. It's going to change your business, change your success path. Give it over to God and see what that entails. Now, why am I speaking about that today? Because it means so much to me for people to realize that they don't need to feel alone in this world. There is a guiding presence, a loving presence that loves you, wants you to succeed, wants to bring everything to you, wants you to express yourself at your highest level. I'm about to get into it now. Before I do, if you do like Spirituality Simplified, please consider giving a like, share and a subscribe. Just helps to get the message out there, and I want you to come on board to learn more about this. Secondly, I've got a free Facebook group, The Healing Circle. Come and join up on that. It's a wonderful place where we are growing as together. And if you want something a little bit more in detailed, check out what I've got for you at the end of the video. But firstly, guys, let me talk about this. So I was an actor for many years. Then I studied spirituality, mindset and practical psychology. And it brought me to this point where I wanted to start to express myself in this level, because I went through so much pain and suffering and realized that all of that was just created by myself. So I wanted to start to heal myself and then teach others how to do it. One of the processes that I've done in creating this business, though, is I decided that I'm not going to make it about me. I'm not going to make it an ego-driven business. I'm going to give it over to God. What do we do when we give it over to God? Well, I love this quote from Joseph Murphy. He says, "My business is God's business." That's unreal, firstly, isn't it? My business is God's business. Why do we say that? Why should we make God the CEO of our business? Because God is always looking lifeward, always looking to enhance, to prosper, to bring up. It is a life-giving energy. And what I really want you to realize is when you make business about something other than that, you actually start to take from yourself. You start to draw away from yourself. Now, those of you, many of you out there who have been successful, created business, created success, you may have done it through a lot of hard work, perseverance and effort. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what happens after a while is we eventually, like I did as an actor, always hit the wall of burnout. We always hit the wall where we don't have any more energy to give and the body fights back. By giving your business over to God, you don't just say, oh, it's me building it all, going against the world. You start to say, I'm a God-led man. I'm a God-led man who's ready to achieve wonders. So I say this regularly. My business is God's business. I have wonderful, beautiful clients that come to me from all walks of life. And they leave me fulfilled, renewed, healthy, well, abundant in all areas of life. You see, the thing is, what I want you to recognize is there is a divine law and order to things in life. There is a divine law and order to this earth. There's a divine law and order to space. Everything, you can judge mathematically how we can get to the moon. There is enough abundance in the tropics to feed the whole world. You know what I mean? There's enough fruit rot on the ground of the Amazon to feed the whole world. So we live in an abundant world. When I start to give it over to God, I also start to allow that abundance to flow through too. So not only do I start to be led for the greater good of man and trying to help and make change, I'm also then guided towards prosperity, because God wants you to be harmonious, healthy, rich. There is a presence in all of this. Now, how has it changed my life to start to say my business is God's business? Start to make him the CEO, the guider, the driving force. It means now that I don't make decisions from fear. I only make them when I'm at peace. So I only make a decision on something if I'm at peace with it, if I'm flowing with it, if it feels connective to that presence of God. You know? And what I start to realize is that the great leaders of life, like Jesus is written in the Bible, he was never forceful, never pushy. His presence alone made the difference. The fact when he walked into the town, he left the town changed just because he was who he was. So that started to make me realise, to make God the CEO of my business, now I will try and embrace that. So now it's okay just to show up. Now I can be the Prince of Peace's heart into mine. Now I can allow that to be part of me. So now it's okay just to show up in my business. That will be enough, because now I'm divinely guided. So through that, I'm divinely guided to help my clients to achieve their greatest good. You can start to also realize now that now I want my business to be a great source of value for people, a great source of harmony for people. So now it's not about it being anything to do with money. That is the byproduct of the value that is given. So how has it changed my business to do this and to be led from this way? Well, it's been really interesting, because in the last few months it's grown exponentially. I've started to work with very enlightened people. I went out to Dubai for a week. I manifested a week with an amazing client out there where we did a 7-day healing one-to-one. I've started to attract more and more wonderful clients who are in need of help and the guidance. I've also started to see growth in myself as a person. I've started to see the harmony come into my life. I've started to need to work less. I'm not as hard to make the same level of achievements, because now it's not little old me against the world trying to make myself stand out. Now I have the full backing of the divine, because I only want this business to be an expression of the divine. So that's why you make your business God's business. My business is God's business. I'm divinely guided through divine law and order to only bring prosperity to all those that I touch with this business, only to bring harmony with all those that I touch with this business, only to bring joy into people's life. I'm going to be the wonderful expression of God through this business. And that is what I'm trying to say. This is where we start to really realize that now I can let go of what I think the reins are. I stop trying to control everything, micromanage everything, decide how it should go. Now I have a lot of freedom. What that freedom has given me, though, is a sense of feeling of creativity. Okay, so not only has my business grown without me trying as hard, not only have wonderful new and exciting opportunities, meeting wonderful people has happened, it also has given me a lot of space to be a better father, to be more present with my wife, and to trust in the fine divine nature of God. Now I don't worry anymore. Now this can be what it is, because I'm going to be inspired, God-led, divinely urged to express, to do this, to do that in my business. Now I don't need to figure it out. And love this saying that I want to leave you with. If God be with me, who can be against me? I'm born to win. The infinite in me can never fail. So that means any problems I find along the way, any time I struggle and strive, I realise that I'm not letting God be the CEO of my business anymore. I'm trying to take the reins again. And actually all that causes is pain and trouble. It makes you start to search, fight, try and control. The less control that you try to have, the more you're going to succeed. And that is why I've given it over to God. My next video next week is going to be about how I spent 7 days with a young millionaire and the lessons that I learned. If you're interested in that, comment down below. Also guys, I've got my membership. This one is the VIP membership. This is the Living Reborn membership, where I go on there and I put new content on there every month. We have 2 live calls a month. We've got a wonderful like-minded community. I'd love to get you involved in it. Check it out, links in the description. And I will see you very soon guys at the next one.